Welcome back to my channel, Coders. LeBlanc Kalalisi here, and today I am going to teach you 13 HTML tags that everybody should know. If you just started your journey as a web developer or you just started learning HTML, this is the first steps to start with, and this is the right place that you are. 13 HTML tags that everyone should know. Whether you are a beginner, you just started coding in HTML, or you are in advanced, this is the tags that are in HTML and you should be able to know them and how to use them. This is part 1 of this video, so please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you must not miss out on part 2 of this video. Introduction to HTML tags. This is your first steps to become a professional web developer. And today I am going to start in introducing HTML5 just in case you are a beginner to HTML. So you might be asking yourself, what is HTML? If you are a programmer, you must know HTML, and this is the first steps to become a coder. This is the first step to become a programmer. If you are a web developer, it's compulsory for you to learn HTML5 because it's the backbone of a website. HTML is a skeleton of all pages. It's often the first language learned by developers, marketers, designers, and the core of front-end development work. HTML is a hypertext markup language. It's a computer language that defines the structure and the presentation of raw text. Hypertext. What is a hypertext? Hypertext is a text displayed on a computer or device that provides access to other text through links, also known as hyperlinks. These are the HTML tags that you are going to learn, and the content of a basic HTML tags. We have HTML heading tags, we have paragraph tags, we have HTML link tags, we have HTML scripting tags, we have HTML table tags, we have HTML form tags, we have text tags, we have image tags, meta tags, object tags, list tags, and enclosed HTML tags. So at the end of this video, you are going to learn how to use each of these tags in your coding. So let's get started. Number 1, we're starting with basic HTML tags. And the basic HTML tags contain with the HTML tag describes an HTML document. So whenever you see a code starting with this HTML tag, the number 1 tag here, so you have to know that this is an HTML code. The second tag of a basic HTML tag, we have a head. So you have to have the opening less than, the head, and then greater than, open or closing the head tag. So this represents head sections of the HTML document. And then we have the title tag. The title tag describes the title of HTML document. And here we have a body tag. A body tag describes content of the document. This is where all your content of the HTML are going to be. And then we have this less than exclamation mark, and we have this which is a comment. So whenever you see this sign and then you putting your content inside, is going to be commented. It's not going to be displayed on your web browser when you run your code. So this tag is used to insert a comment inside a document code. So please, once again, I'm asking you to subscribe to this channel so that you must not miss out on the next video. So as we are going forward, I'm going to explain the HTML tags and what does it do. So in HTML, we have 6 types of heading tags, and you can see like it's starting from heading 1, this is the heading, up to heading 6. So we have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, and heading 5, and heading 6. So HTML headings are similar to headings in other types of media. Example, newsletters, newspapers, educational articles, title of the movie. Large headings are typically used to capture a reader's attention. So I think you have used as well heading 1 in your content. If you are a content writer, if you are a graphic designer, if you just write your notes, obviously you would like your title to have the bigger heading than the body. So you always use heading 1, heading 2, and paragraphs in your content when you are writing. This is why I'm telling you that in HTML5 we have 6 types of headings. And as we go throughout this video, I am going to demonstrate to you how you can use these headings in all your HTML. So the second type we have HTML paragraph tag. The paragraph tag contains with the less than sign and then P inside, and then we close with the greater than sign. So I am going to show you as we go along through this video. And the third type of these tags, we have HTML link tags, which is base. Base, it describes the base URL to all other relatives. And then we have less than, A in the middle, and greater than. This specifies a hyperlink. And number 4, we have HTML link tags. We have, in this HTML link tags, we have scripts. The script describes client-side script, that is JavaScript. A non-script, when the script is disabled. That means the non-script tag provides alternative details to users. Stay tuned as I demonstrate to you how to use these tags. So in this video, you're gonna be learning the descriptions of each tag. What does each tag do and how to use it in your HTML code. So as I'm going to do my demo, please stay with me. And if you haven't subscribed, I'm again, please subscribe to my channel, hit that subscription button there and ring the bell so that you can be notified on the upcoming videos and part 2 of this video. So let's get started. If you have your computer or your laptop, please go ahead with me on creating this demo and you can see the result of your code. So the first step that you have to do is to create a folder on your desktop. And how do you create a folder? If you are a beginner, you right click and then you see the new here, you select the folder at the top. So in this one, we're going to name it HTML tag. If you haven't downloaded your text editor, the same thing that I'm going to tell you again, if you are a programmer, you must have a text editor. And if you have been coding in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you must have one text editor that you preferably using on everyday basis. And you might be using VS Code, Visual Studio Code, you must be using Sublime Text, or you must be using Atom, you might be using other text editors. But in this demo, I'm going to go with the VS Code. And please go and download VS Code if you don't have it yet. And if you have other text editor, is also okay. So if you don't have any text editor, just go and open your Google Chrome and type VS Code, Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio Code download. When you type Visual Studio Code download, and then you're going to see it on the first link, you press the link there, and then it's going to show you the Windows version, the Mac version, and Linux version. So you have to choose according to the device that you are using. If you are using Windows, please press this button here. If you are using Linux, please press this button and then the Mac. Once you finish downloading VS Code into your devices, install it and then go back to the folder that you just created on the desktop. So right click on the folder and open it. So right click on your folder and open it with VS Code. So once you open it with VS Code, if you are new on this, VS Code is going to show you this first screen, which is the welcoming screen. Don't worry about this. So just you're gonna see you are going to see the folder that we just created there, and this is HTML tag folder that I created. So in this folder, I'll create a file, and let's name it index.html. So that is the index.html, and we started with the heading tag in our descriptions of the HTML tag in HTML. So what we have to do, I'm going to show you the 6 headings of HTML and how they differ from each other. So once you have opened your file in VS Code, so what I'm going to show you is the headings that I just described to you, the 6 types of headings in HTML. And the first heading we said is heading 1. This is heading 1. And then we are going to type heading 2. So please, you have to watch this. You have to put the opening of the heading and the closing of the heading. This is heading 2. I'm just going to copy and paste. Copy and paste 1, 2. So we have heading 1, we have heading 2, we have heading 3. We're going to put 3 here. 4, 5, and then 6. So this is our 6 types of headings in HTML. So I'm just coming here and save my code. So if you go back to the folder that we created, you are going to see something different. You come to this folder that we created, the HTML tag, you are going to see the index file that we created in VS Code, and if you open it, you are going to see these headings 1, heading 2, heading sorry, I forgot to add the articles, but this is how it is done. So we put 3 here, we put 4, 5, and 6. Save. So now you can refresh and see the difference. Heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the difference. This is the different headings in HTML. The heading 1 is the biggest. This you can type it as a title of your article. You can type it as a title of the magazines or anything that you are trying to write. The heading 1 can be executed as a title, and subheadings you can use heading 2. So let's go back to our VS Code as we learned the headings, and then we learned the paragraph. So the paragraph, what is the paragraph tag? The paragraph tag also open with P. You less than and then P in the middle, and then you close. You have to put the backslash in the closing tag of any tag that you are using, like heading. You can see the closing tag, and you can see the paragraph, there's a closing tag as well. So this is our paragraph, and then we create another paragraph. So the paragraph, that is where you describe something about your heading, or you are creating a content. So if we come here and save, you are going to see the difference as well as we go back to our browser. So try to refresh. the paragraph. You can see like you can see this is the paragraph, our first heading, and then the paragraph is under our heading 1. So number 1, we started with the heading tag. The heading tag has 6 types of headings in HTML: heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I showed you how you can create a paragraph once you create a paragraph. So now, as I started with the basic HTML tag, and the basic HTML tag, I said it contains HTML, it contains the head and the body. So let's just go in and do that. The first, you have to start your HTML code with HTML and close. So it must have the opening tag and the closing tag. So in between the HTML tag, you have to put your head, the head, and then in the head, that is where you put the title. So before we start about anything, let me show you something. If you go back to our browser here, you are going to see there is nothing because I just deleted the code that we were working on. So, and here in the browser there is HTML, the folder where our folder name, and then the index.html, that is our file name. So there is nothing that is described here. So as we go back to our code, the title here, you can type HTML elements, anything that you want. HTML element, and then after the head, then you can put your body. This is where your body goes, and whatever that is in your body, you can put the header, you can put the headings, you can put the paragraph, you can put images, whatever you want to be placed in your body tag. And here we are going to start with heading 1. Introduction to HTML tags. And then after our heading, I'm going to put my paragraph P. So these are the paragraphs that we have. Let's put the subheading as well. As I told you, you can put heading 2, and then you write anything that you want. I'm writing this is first step to become a web developer. So you put another paragraph, you can put as many paragraphs as you want if you want your content to show up. Let's go and save and go back and open your file and see the difference. So this is what is happening. You have just started creating your content in your website. So we have the first heading, which is introduction to HTML. You have the paragraph inside. The second heading, the subheading, you see that is different from the heading 1. This is quietly big than the second heading, and then we have our paragraph inside. So this is how the body works. This is the body tag. This is the body tag. Whatever that you see here in the descriptions in your content is under the body tag, and everything that is under the title, it does not show here. It's just something that can be like a keyword when someone is typing something. So if you refresh, you are going to see like that is what is happening. That is what is happening in your content, that what you have created. So the third thing that we are going to input in our code, let's just go and input a link there, a link, and then in these quotations, I'm going to put the link, maybe a Google link, something that's a YouTube link. It can be a link to any video, or just a link to a YouTube channel. You can add anything in your link. So this is the address. This is the address of your link. So you close and you can type anything. This is YouTube. So save and go back and see what has been displayed. So once you refresh, you can see the link is there. This is the link, and if you type that link, is going to take you straight to YouTube. So the A tag, it has the open tag and then the closing tag. So in between the open tag and the closing tag, you have to put your content. What do you want to be displayed as a link? And that's what you saw that I put. This is YouTube. If you go here, you're going to see this is YouTube is displayed there. Alright, so what is next? The next tag that we are going to display is the script tag. So the script tag is basically a JavaScript tag, and you have to put it below every content that you have created as an HTML content, because the JavaScript run at the end of each content. So here I can input like document dot get element by ID, and then demo there dot HTML. And then I'm going to equate it to hello world. Hello JavaScript. And then you have the opening tag and the closing tag of your scripting tag. So go and save your code, and then go back to your file and run it. So once you run it, so it's not going to display now because I haven't created any JavaScript file. But for now, you know that this is how the script tag is actually described. So you start with the script opening tag, you put your content inside, and the script the closing tag. Okay. Alright. So what was the third part of our tag? So we have this also called this tag. When you put BR, it's a break tag. The break tag is when you go to the next line. So let me say BR here is the break tag. And then if I put BR, if I put as well HR, it's the line tag. It's going to put a line below that paragraph. So just go and save and see the difference in your code. So the break tag, you can see the break tag. I placed the break tag below this paragraph, and you can see there is a line that is left, and the HR is the line tag which has been displayed at the end of this paragraph. So now what you have learned in this demo, you learned HTML tag, which is the basic of HTML tag. You have learned the head tag, the title tag, the body tag, the paragraph tag, the heading tags, and the open and closing tags. When is it used and when is not used? We have the break tag, which you leave a line before other content is displayed. You have learned the HR tag, which puts a line below the content that you want to be separated. You have learned the scripting tag. I will show you more about the scripting and non-scripting tag when we start learning about JavaScript. So as we continue our demo, please go and watch the next video which describes the HTML anatomy. Once you learn the HTML anatomy, that is where I'm going to explain to you how the doc type HTML is used and all the structure of HTML code. Thank you.